2016 was stressful as hell, but at least it awarded us with a bunch of games to relieve our pent-up frustration. Not only were there tons of awesome home console and portable games to consider playing, there were also several mobile games that piqued our interest. Over on the Android side of things, a solid amount of quality action games launched in the final month of the year. After sampling each and every one of them, we came away impressed with 5 unique action titles that are worth the free, paid download. We never steered you wrong when we recommend the best of the best, right? These 5 action-packed spectacles make up the best Android and IP mobile games released in December 2016.
Alright, so what are we looking at here?
1. Gunjack 2, End of Shift. The wide world of virtual reality blossomed in 2016. 3 major headsets arrived across the PC, home console landscape and welcomed everyone into more immersive experiences. The very same thing happened over on mobile devices. The Eve-inspired space shooter Gunjack 2, End of Shift placed gamers in the pilot seat for some intense dogfighting in the outer ring of New Eden. The graphics looked even more impressive if you had the means to explore its interpretation of deep space in VR. The storytelling elements are surprisingly solid and the thrill of space battles never grows dull. Gunjack 2 is a definite high mark for mobile VR.
No! Stop now! It's too soon!
Then he says, how do I take a leak in this thing?
2. Tank Battle. Tank Battle game is fun to play, throwing out the more finicky and focus entirely on the body purified and responsiveness. Tank Battle is an interactive museum of military hardware boom. Equivalent Tiger tanks in the ground free to play and player base by regularly updating its large. Tank War is a real shooter, where everyone, yes, even you, took command of a tank. You select a machine from a list as long as a small nation of different vehicles to hunt from half a tank tracks, crew it up, and hit the battlefield to quickly rapid-fire round. The regime is broadly divided into 2 camps, more arcade games based on the feeling and the territory captured by the enemy, and that reconstructed the history battle's actual conflict. Join the 3 major campaigns: skirmishes in Northern Africa, the Siege of Leningrad and the defense of the German Vaterland. Fighting on the battlefield reality, in changing weather conditions, and destroy nearly every element of the surroundings, including vehicles, trees and buildings.
Racing Super Great. Play games racing cars superclass, supercar racing and unleash resources to conquer speed. Joining the race series is designed in the new style. Compared with a version of other auto racing games, this new game are vividly evident and when bringing players a lot of options on the type of track, the same type of vehicle upgrades, dimensional systems deep and all these factors have really created the competition extremely dramatic and compelling. Game Racing Cars Superclass, Supercar Racing demonstrated dramatic features in each race but also will always bring certain traits similar cheerful as in the free fun game today. Along with the head quite sophisticated in many ways, the game also has tweaked the control operations along the way towards playing more realistic and this will always help players feel the exciting and fun and game new online racing today. Multiplayer game mode allows you to unleash competition with friends or everyone in the world.
Each defense? In the game, players are tasked entrenched in the previous one rushing attack of the enemy. You'll have to kill many enemy types including infantry, heavy tanks, aircraft equipped with missiles. Initially, the enemy will appear sparse but gradually crowded and more difficult task in later stages. Even in some of the battles, enemies will come at you shoot east never ending. Compared with a version of Beachhead 2000, each defense for full depth of content and more weapons to choose from. The fight takes place not only during the day but also at night, creating new experiences for players. In this screen, flares and lights, searchlights, night flares, are indispensable items. If not deft balance between the number of weapons equipped and the amount enemy, players will be hard to resist. Also, you should pay attention shoot enemy supplies drop from a plane. Gameplay is calculated as real-time, everyday mission. Sometimes you have to fight the enemy in the dark or at night and also combat the scorching sun at noon.
5. Robot Tank vs. Monster. Robot Tank vs. Monster, created by EGX game, is new and improved. Robot Tank vs. Monster taps into the superhero power fantasy that many gamers wish to fulfill with an action-packed blast-them-apart game. The frenetic waves of mechanical bodies that flood your screen need to be wiped out. You'll shoot off missiles, fire off machine gun rounds, take flight and upgrade your suit for further missions. There's also a chance for players to switch to other cool-looking iron suits, so you can save the world.